Math 125, Intermediate Algebra. Today we talk about Chapter 10, conic sections. Conic sections. Conic section is formed by the intersection of a plane with a right circular cone with a right circular cone with two naps. Right circular cone. This is a right which is from center go down to center. It's a perpendicular. We call right circular cone with two naps, and it's a plane intersect. Like this one, a plane. This is a plane intersect with a right circular cone. This is the center of the bottom and center of the top, and connect will go through will perpendicular down. That's what we call right circular cone. This a cone with two naps, two cone. That's what we call. And the plane intersect with the right circular cone, like this one, form a circle. Like this way will form ellipse. Like this way we form a parabola. And the two of it we call hyperbola. And this chapter we are going to learn equation of those circle, ellipse, and parabola and hyperbola. And parabola we learned in chapter 8 about the quadratic function. The graph is a parabola. That's we already learned. So actually this chapter 10 we will learn is the equation of circle, ellipse, and the hyperbola. And the following are the graph. First one is form a line. Type of relation summarize our characteristics. First one is a line or linear terms, which is a degree is 1. We call like 3x degree is 1, 2y degree is 1. And this is a general form. It's ax plus by equals c. And the ABC belong to integers. That's a general form. So this is a general form. 3 to 9 are integers. Coefficient A, B, C. 3 to 9 are integers. This is general form. Like x equal 4 is a horizontal line. X equal 4 is a vertical line. Go through 4. And y equals 7 is a horizontal line. Go through 7. And y equal mx plus b. This is a slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form. Y equals slope is 5. And b is 3. That's slope-intercept. And graph is a line. And the parabola, that's the two we learned before. And parabola, like this is a parabola. Parabola, only one variable is squared, like y squared, and the other is linear, like only y squared. The other x is degree, it's 1. So general form for the quadratic, its function is y equal ax squared plus bx plus c, just like this. One variable is squared, the other one is to the power degree, it's 1. This is general form, like a is 3, b is -9, c is 2. This is a quadratic function, general form. And those here already have ax squared plus bx plus c general form. And here, that's so far we intermediate algebra, we just learned this form. We didn't learn the others, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. In college algebra, you will learn this kind of complicated form and this form. In intermediate algebra, we only learn this general form. Now today we will talk about with the x squared and the y squared on the same side of the equation. like x squared plus y squared equal 9. This is a circle, like this and this, and this is the equation of the circle, with the center as hk. Center of the circle is hk, and the radius of the circle is r. R is radius, hk. Both variables squared and same sign and the same coefficient, like 3, 3, same sign and same coefficient, and it's a square. And this is a general form. And this one, if hk is at origin, then the circle is x squared and plus y squared equal r squared, from 0 to r. This radius is r. And the ellipse, both variables squared, but same sign. Both are, this is but different value, different coefficient. This 1 and 2 and 3, 4 different. If the same, equal 3 and 3, 1, 1 equal is a circle. If different, 1, 2, 3, 4, same sign. Both are positive, and but different values, different coefficient is at ellipse. And we don't we only learn this kind, and those two kind you will learn in college algebra. So we are going to learn in this chapter is this, the center at origin, x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equal 1 within this one, like this. We learn this kind, and we don't learn to hk. This form is when hk is at origin is 0, 0, and we learn a very simple one. Then hyperbola. It's both variables squared, x squared, y squared, but different sign, one positive, one negative. And the coefficient can be the same or different, can be just different sign. So we were going to learn this. If a minus, x squared over a squared minus y squared over b squared, if minus, you will it's a hyperbola. Let's talk about some examples, then you will see what they look like. Examples. The first question, is your homework examples. The first question, here, the first question, the center of the circle and the point on the circle are given. Here, center, your homework, center at -2, 1, and point on the circle is 1, 4. And write down the equation of the circle in the standard form. This is a circle standard form. X minus h quantity square plus y minus k quantity square equal r square. hk are center, r is radius. So I've given you one example. If a center at -3, 2, like this center is -3, 2. Point on the circle is 0, 1. It's here. Then connect from center the point to the circle. On the circle is radius r. And use distance formula. You can find out r. Distance formula, it's d equals square root of exchange x1 minus x2 squared, add y change squared, y1 minus 2 squared. Then, so, and this question, 1 to -3, 2 here, -3, 2 here, and the 0, 1 here, and use this as center and go through this point on the circle. So your circle like this, and this is r. So figure out r and use distance formula. -3 minus 0, exchange this is a distance between 2 points is radius. So exchange x1 minus x2 plus y change 2 minus 1 squared. So you will get is a -3 squared add 1 square, and you will get 9. -3 squared is 9. Add 1 squared is 1. So radius, this is the square root of 10. And then you plug into the circle equation. Circle equation. Circle equation is actually also get from distance formula. Equation of the circle is get from distance. For example, like here is a circle, and center is HK, and the point on the circle assume variable x and y, and the distance between the 2 points, which is r, and use distance formula is exchange x minus h squared plus y change y minus k squared, and take square root is the distance r, distance formula. And then you square both sides, you got x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, and this square root cancel, equal right side square. This is a circle. This is equation of the circle. Now you plug into this formula, you got equation of this circle. Like this is the center, so h is -3, k is 2. So you get x minus -3 squared plus y minus k is 2, plug it in, and equal r. We figure out square root of 10. Square root of 10. So plug in square root of 10 squared. And simplify it, and you will get x plus 3 squared plus y minus 2 squared equal square root, square cancel, equal 10. And that is the equation of the circle. And center at -3, 2. -3, 2. And radius, you figure out square root of 10. Another example. Second example. Find out the equation of the circle. If this is a -1, center at -1, -3, and the point at 2, 1 on the circle is 2, 1. This 2, 1. So, and this is the center, and this point on the circle. So this circle go through this point. A circle goes through this point. At this center. So this is HK at the center. And then you use the distance formula, and you can find out the radius r. Distance formula is the square root of x change, x coordinate change, 2 minus -1, x change square plus y change, 1 minus -3, 1 minus -3 squared. So equal to square root of, this is a 2, add 1 is 3, 3 squared, add 1 minus 3 is a 4. 1 minus -3, 1 add 3, it's a 4. 4 squared. So you got square root of 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16. That's the square root of 25. Take square root, it's a 5. So this r, radius, is a 5. And you plug into the quadratic circle equation is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. This is the equation of a circle. So x minus h -1 squared plus y minus k -3 square it equal r. R is 5 squared. So you simplify it, get x plus 1 squared plus y plus 3 squared equal 5 squared is 25. So this is the equation of this circle. Then next one, question 2. Question 2, draw the graph. Graph the conic section of the equation this. Now this is your homework question, so I'm going to use this as an example. which is example 9x squared plus 16y squared equal 144. This. Now you can see what is if the two coefficient is the same sign, both are positive or both are negative, same sign, and the different number, 9 and 16 are different number, the graph is ellipse. If the two number are equal number, for example, like 9x squared plus 9y squared equal 144, then equal number, same sign are equal, the graph is a circle. Because if equal, then graph is circle. You can divide it by 9, get x squared plus y squared equals 16. Equals 16. Then that is x squared plus, which is x minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared equal 16 is 4. 16 is 4 squared. So this is h, this is k. So hk at 0, 0. And this is r. R equal 4. So if equal, and you can simplify it, and then this coefficient is equal, it's a circle. And circle only once, like this graph as origin, and r is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4, negative 4. Here it's negative 4. Then you are able to draw a circle, and the circle center at origin. Radius it's 4. But if not equal, then you have two focus. If equal, only one center. If not equal, you will have two focus. The graph foci. Then the graph is ellipse. So first of all, we have to change to ellipse. General form is x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equal 1. That's the ellipse general form. General form, so you have to make the right side become 1. So you divide it by both sides. Each term divided by 144. You can change the right side become 1. Each term divided by 144. That's changed. So this 9 and 144 cancel is 16. 16 and 144 cancel, get 9. So you get x squared over 16 plus y squared over 9. And 144 divided by 144, it's 1. And then you put x squared over 16. 16 is 4 squared plus y squared over 9. 9 is 3 squared equal 1. Now then we can draw, here want you draw the graph. Draw the graph. So it's x-axis, y-axis, xy. You look at if y equals 0, x should be y equals 0. Then you don't have this term, and you solve for x. X squared equal over 4 squared equal 1. Then x should be positive 4 and negative 4. If that's x-intercept. And if x equals 0, you got y. Y squared over 3 squared equal 1. So y should be positive 3 and negative 3. That's y-intercept. So the graph goes through y-intercept and the x-intercept. And then the other points, you don't have to figure out the other points. You just connect and make an oval. Make like American football. This is ellipse. That's ellipse. So first of all, you have to convert convert to the general form. General form divided by 144 each side. Make right side become 1. And then this under x is 4. So x is a positive 4, negative 4, x-intercept. Under y is 3. So y is a positive 3 and the negative 3. That's y-intercept and connected. And that's form. And that's we call ellipse. So the two numbers 9, 16 are different and same sign, same positive, and the graph it's ellipse. Ellipse. Another example. For example, Now question 2, another example. Like x squared over 7 squared plus y squared over, let's put this 3 squared. This is put as 5 squared equal 1. Then when you draw the graph, on the x is 3. On the y, it's 5. -5. And then you just connect. It's this way. This way. Question 3. Question 3, example. X squared minus y squared equals 36. You have to show the fundamental rectangle, like this, fundamental rectangle. And the asymptote, the two lines are asymptote. And the intersects, x-intercept or y-intercept. Like question like this, example, like 25x squared minus 36y squared equal 900. This example. Now, first of all, also for the hyperbola, if a plus is ellipse, if a minus is a hyperbola, First of all, you have to put in general form. The general form of hyperbola is x squared over a squared minus y squared over b squared equal 1. Or another one. Another one is a y squared over b squared minus x squared over a squared equal 1. For this one is y term minus. For this one is x term minus. So they're two kind. So then, first of all, you have to make right side become 1. So you divide it by 900, divided by 900, divided by 900 each term. Then cancel. 25, 900 over 25 is 36. 900 over 36 is 25. So you will get is x squared over 36 minus y squared over 25 equal 900 over 900. It's 1. So then you got x squared over 6 squared minus y squared over 5 squared equal 1. Then you draw the graph. It's the x-axis and the y-axis. Then you let y equal 0. You got x equal positive 6 and the negative 6. You let x equal 0 and there's no y-intercept, but you can use this 5 and this negative 5 and you need to draw a rectangle box. Use dashed line because this is not part of the graph, and this is just help you to draw asymptote. Then corner to corner connect. This is asymptote. Corner to corner connect and through the origin. And this is asymptote. And since is have an x-intercept, so graph is go through that x-intercept. There's no y-intercept because negative, this positive equal a positive number. This side always negative, this side always positive, never equal. So there's no y-intercept. Is have an x-intercept. And through this x-intercept, draw curve approach to the asymptote, but do not touch the asymptote. And from this negative 6, go draw curve. So I show you here the graph like this. First of all, divided by 900 each term and cancel. 900 over 25 is 36. 900 over 36 is 25. 900 over 900 equal 1. 36 is 6 squared. 25 is 5 squared. So on the x is 6. So on the x-axis, find out 6 and the negative 6. And the y is 5. So on the y-axis, find 5 and the negative 5. And then connect. Use the ruler. Connect. Draw this rectangle. And then corner to corner, this draw through the origin. And with this corner, connect. Use the ruler. This is asymptote. And corner to corner and connect. And draw this asymptote. And since the graph have an x-intercept, so on this x-axis, x-intercept, then draw curve approach to the asymptote, but do not touch the asymptote. Gradually approach to the asymptote, but do not touch the asymptote. So this is on x-axis. Now, if I change the problem, so if x is positive, y is negative, x term is positive, y squared term is minus x squared minus y squared. The graph is on x-axis. And the other way is y minus x. So if I switch this, if I put another example like this, 25y squared minus 36x squared equal 900. 900. So then do the same way. You divide it by 900, divide by 900, divide by 900 each term, and cancel. Cancel is 36. Cancel, get 25. So you will get is y squared over 36 minus x squared over 25. 900 over 900 is 1. Then you will get is y squared over 6 squared minus x squared over 5 squared equal 1. Now then, draw the graph. Draw the graph. You draw. Under x is 5. Under x is 5, so it's 5 negative 5. Under y is 6. 6 and negative 6. And draw this rectangle box. And use the ruler. Draw this rectangle box. And through the origin and corner to corner connect. Corner to corner connect. And this question, if x equals 0, you got y squared over 6 squared equal 1. Take square root. So y equal positive 6 or negative 6. That's y-intercept. Have y-intercept. If you let y equal 0, you got negative. This always positive because square is always positive equal positive 1. This side always negative. This side always positive. So x has no solution. It's an imaginary number. It's not real number. So there's no x-intercept. So have y-intercept. So graph is go through y-axis. With this go through this y-intercept. And then through that y-intercept and draw the curve. Gradually approach to the two line. The two line we call asymptote. You have to use broken line to draw the asymptote because that is not the part of the graph. The graph is this curve, hyperbola, the two curve. The graph is approach to the two asymptote. So if it is x squared minus y squared, the graph is on x-axis, left and the right. If it is y squared minus x squared, the graph is on y-axis, is up and down on y-axis, along with y-axis. So is whichever is positive 1. This is minus, this x term is negative 1. This is positive 1. The graph on that, this is positive 1, so the graph is along with the y-axis. And this one is x squared minus y squared. Y squared turns minus, x squared turns a positive 1. So the graph is along with the x-axis. So question 3. Then question 4, it's an application problem. It's given an arc. An arc has the shape of half an ellipse. This is a shape of an arc. Of an ellipse. This is the whole thing is ellipse, and this is a half of ellipse, a shape of half an ellipse. The arc is I changed this 12 to 9. The arc is 9 meter high, so here is 9. 9 meter high at its center. It's the center, and 24 meter wide across the bottom. So And 24 divided by 2, so this point should be 12. This point should be negative 12. And add together 12, add 12, total is 24 meter wide across the bottom. And then ask you, find the equation of the best describe the ellipse. Assume the center is located at origin, 0, 0. So you look at this graph, you can see this graph, here's 9 along with y-axis. So you put y squared over 9 squared equal plus, ellipse is plus, x squared on x-axis, this is 12. So you put 12 squared and figure out this. So then you got x squared over, because because if y squared equal, if no y squared term, y equals 0, then you got x equal positive 12 or negative 12. So put under x squared, put 12 squared, which is x-intercept. If x equals 0, there's no x term, only remain y squared over 9 squared equal 1. So y equal positive 9 or negative 9. That's y-intercept. So therefore, under x on x-axis is 12. So under x squared, put 12 squared. On y-axis has 9. So under y squared, put 9 squared equal 1. And simplify it. 12 squared, 144. 9 squared equal 81. That is the ellipse, equation of ellipse. Similar example, if an arc is 11 meter high, so if this point is 11 and at its center and the 28 meter across the bottom, 28 divided by 2, it's 14. So this point is 14 on x-axis is 14, negative 14. So under x squared, put 14 squared. And this height is 11. So on y-axis, y squared, put 11 squared. And 14 squared is 196. 11 squared, 121. And that's the ellipse. And the following question is solve it by the system. Solve the system. Question 5. Let's see. Example. It's y equals x squared plus 7x plus 8. And this is a quadratic. The graph is a parabola. And this is a straight line. X plus 1, x plus y equal 1. So this graph is going to be open up. Leading coefficient is 1, so open up parabola. And this is a line. And probably intersect at 2 points. And probably like this, intersect at 1 point, or probably intersect no points, no intersection points. So first question, how to solve it? You do, this is the first equation, this is second equation. You go from second equation, you can solve for y. You minus x both sides, 1 minus x. Then put into the first equation. So y equal 1 minus x, put in here. So I got 1 minus x equals x squared plus 7x plus 8. And then you move this to here, move to the right side, and the left side is 0. So get x squared, which is add x, 7x, add x is 8x, minus 1. So it's plus 7. So we got this. And this one you can factor x equals 0. This one you need to find two numbers. Tying together equals 7. And the 7 add 1, it's 8. So then either x plus 7 equals 0, so x equals negative 7. Or x plus 1 equals 0, so x equals negative 1. And then figure out the y. Y is 1 minus x. 1 minus x, which is 1 minus negative 7, which is 1 plus 7 equal 8. So first point is negative 7, 8. Negative 7, 8. And then y equals 1 minus x. Here, 1 minus y equal 1 minus x. So you plug in. So you got 1 minus negative 1 is 1 plus 1 equal 2. So second point is negative 1, 2. Negative 1, 2. So there's two intersection points on this graph. the line intersect with parabola at 2 points. So there have 2 solutions, 2 points as the solutions, 2 points as solutions. So first of all, from second equation, you solve for the y. Move x over, get y equal 1 minus x. And put into first equation, put in y. 1 minus x, put in y. You got 1 minus x equal x squared plus 7x plus 8. Go simplify it. Solve, get x equal -7. X equal -7, put in y. Y equal 1 minus x. 1 minus -7, get 8. And put -7, 8. The order pairs. The other one is x equal -1. And you put into y equal 1 minus x -1. You got 2. And put ordered pairs, -1, 2. So it's 2 points. Intersection at 2 points. The parabola, first equation is a parabola. One have a square, one is a degree 1, that's parabola. Second equation, both are degree 1, is a straight line, intersect at the 2 points, the 2 points, intersection points. Now, another example. This one is y equals 3x squared minus 4x plus 1, 2x minus y equal 2. Also do by substitution. This is the first equation, this second equation. You can solve for y. You move this over, so get y equal 2x minus 2. And then you plug into the first equation and put into, and this is from second equation. And you move y over and move 2 over. Get y equal 2x minus 2. Move over, change the sign. And put into the first equation. This y equal 2x minus 2, substitute in here. So get 2x minus 2 equals 3x squared minus 4x plus 1. And go simplify it. 2x move over minus 2x. And you add a 2 both sides. This is add 2 both sides. And this side is 0. And this side is 3x squared minus 6x plus 3. Then you can simplify. You can divide it by 3 each term. Divided by 3 is x squared. Divided by 3 is -2x. Divided by 3, add 1 equals 0. 0 divided by 3 is 0. The factor it. So you need to find 2 number. Tying together is positive 1. But add together is -2. So only -1. Tying together is positive 1. -1 add -1 is a -2. So therefore, this is x minus 1 squared equals 0. So therefore, x minus 1 equals 0. So this x equal 1. X equal 1, then you plug it into y. Y is this. Y is 2x minus 2. Y is 2x minus 2. Plug it in. So you got is 2 times 1 minus 2, which is 0. Then your answer, x coordinate is 1, y coordinate is 0. And that's only 1 point. Only 1 point as the solutions. So it's over here 1, 0. So for this case, it's going to be a parabola. One is a parabola, and one is a straight line. Just intersect at 1 point. Only one intersection points. So have only 1 point as intersection point. The line with the parabola intersect at 1 point. So have 1 solution. 1 pair of the solution. And the next example is y equal to x squared plus 5x plus 3. X minus y equal 1. First equation, second equation. Solve it. Also, you can do move this over from second equation, and you got y equal x minus 1. Then you plug into the first equation. Then you put into the first equation this x minus 1, put it in y. So you got is x minus 1 equal to x squared plus 5x plus 3. Then move this over, minus x. Move this over, change the sign, become plus 1. So this side is 0, and the other side is 2x minus is 4x plus 4. Then here's even number, so each term can divide it by 2. So you got x squared plus 2x plus 2 equal 0 divided by 2 is 0. And since you cannot factor it, so you have to use quadratic formula to solve it. Quadratic formula is 2a negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. And for this question, a equal 1, b equal 2, and c equal 2, a, b, c, and plug in. So get x equals 2 times a is 1, negative b is 2, plus minus square root of b is 2 squared minus 4, a is 1, c is 2. Plug it in. So you will get 2, negative 2 plus minus square root of 2 squared is 4, minus 4 times 1 times 2 is 8. So you got is 2, negative 2 plus minus square root of negative 4. And then simplifies 2, negative 2 plus minus negative 1 go out, become I. 4 take square root out. It's 2I. This square root of negative 4 is the square root of 4 times negative 1. And separate square root of 4, square root of negative 1. 4 take square root out is 2. Square root of negative 1, define it's I. So you got is 2I. The quick way is just negative 1 go out, become I. 4 take square root, get 2. And divided. Negative 2 divided by 2, it's a negative 1, plus minus 2I divided by 2, it's I. And that is the x. And then how to figure out y? Y is this one. So plug in x in here, you got y. X is negative 1 plus minus I. X is x equal to negative 1 plus minus I. And plug in here x minus 1. So you got negative 1 plus minus I, that's x minus 1. Negative 1 with negative 1 is negative 2 plus minus I. That's y. And write down the answer. The first point, when x is negative 1 plus I, and then the y should be negative 2 plus I. That's first point. Second one is when x is negative 1 minus I, the y should be negative 2 minus I. That's the second point. And this is the answer. Let me see here. From second equation, you solve for y. You move y over, get y. And move 1 over, change the sign, get minus 1. So get y equal x minus 1. And you put into the first equation in y. So this x minus 1 put in y. So this y replaced by x minus 1 equal right side, 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. Then you move this x over, change the sign, become minus x, which is minus x. Move this over, become plus 1. And this side is 0, left side is 0. Then combined, 2x squared plus 4x, 3 add 1 is 4, equals 0. And each term divided by 2. You got x squared, cancel 2, get 2x plus 2 equals 0. And use quadratic formula because cannot be factored. So it's 2 times leading coefficient, a is 1, 2 times a is 1, negative b is 2, plus minus square root of b squared, 2 squared, minus 4, a is 1, c is 2. Then plug in, get this. 2 times 1 is 2, negative 2 plus minus 2 squared is 4, minus 4 times 1 times 2 is 8, and get negative 4. Then 2, negative 2 plus minus, negative go out, become I. 4 take square root is 2. Then divided. Negative 2 over 2 is negative 1 plus minus 2i over 2. Cancel 2, get I. Then you plug into y equal, because y equals x minus 1. Plug it in. So x is negative 1 plus minus I is x minus 1. So negative 1 combined is -2 plus minus I. So then you write the answer. When x equal -1 plus I, the y will be -2 plus I. When x is -1 minus I, then y will be -2 minus I. So that's two pairs. So for this question, the answer is a complex number. That means the graph is a parabola, and the line, there's no intersection point. No intersection point. Because those are complex numbers, they won't show up the point. Because on the plane, those are real number plane. X coordinate is real numbers. Y coordinate is real numbers. Only for real numbers. And so these 2 points are complex numbers. So will not, you cannot find that 2 points, the complex number on this real number plane, coordinate plane. So this means the 2 line, the parabola and the line, there's no intersection points. So 3 case. First case, 2 intersection points. The second case is 1 intersection points. The third case is no intersection points.